Evening all, it is 5:45 on Monday afternoon, the 26th, and this is your closing comment video number 1808 for this Monday afternoon. Okay, it was a mildly ugly market if you've been hiding in any of the big tech names. Um, NASDAQ was down 157 points, 1.16%. It was the biggest decliner. The Dow was up most of the day, finished down $12 and change, so nothing much there. The S&P though was also down about 19 and a half or 0.45. On the upside, we had a meager rise from the Russell up $1.63 or 0.09%. And the big gainer was the transports up 203.56 on excuse me, on the NYSE. We were 9 to 5 to the downside, on only 1.1 to 1 on the downside over on the NASDAQ. That should give you an idea of how the big seven, we'll call them, how much sway they have over the market. I mean, 1.1 to 1 is pretty basically even money, and yet we were down 1.16%. Volume got back to a little normal kind of summer day at 4.4 billion traded. So we had the Russia news, we had the OPEC news, and really, in the end, none of it really made much difference. Tesla got a downgrade and traded down to 241. That was down 1560 or 6%. Google also lower. The Google was kind of a strange one. It finished at 118.40, down just about 4. But it really looked kind of weak during the day. Meta down 10 or 3.5%. Netflix was only down 8 and change for 1.9% at 415.88. The problem there was that the stock tried the upside first thing this morning and traded 430. So it was more like $15 down off the high of the day. Nvidia, no explanation needed there for what's gone on. The stock closed 406.70. That's down 15.39. We also had a couple of news items. This morning I told you about FiberGem, FGEM. It was like 375, down $12 and change or 77%. That one actually continued lower and closed at $2.70, down 13.35 or 84%. Moon Lake Labs, though, went the other way. I mentioned it this morning. This morning it had closed 25.88 yesterday. They had positive test results. What's interesting about this one is that pre-market, as I mentioned this morning, it was trading at around the 44, 45 area, so up about $20. In fact, I had notes here that said that it was 41.10 of 15.22 when I wrote it. However, in about 10 minutes, it went from up 60% at 44. It touched 109 and came back down to about 65. This afternoon, it closed in the neighborhood of 70. That was up 44. So pretty strong. Again, good news. And as I mentioned this morning, also Lucid up 10%, not a big deal. Didn't hold that. It finished up a quarter instead of 57 cents. So up barely 5%. As far as our positions go, our position in the TBT calls were down a little. This actually, on this chart on the screen, are the bonds, and that's what we're playing. We're playing the short side of the bond, so lower prices, higher yields. It got all the way up here this morning, right under the 50 and 100 day moving averages, and then came back down and closed practically on the low. I know it was up 6/30, but nonetheless, my thought is that we're going to break here, and start another leg down to give you a little better view of the why of this. This is the chart that I've been using in my weekly letter, and it shows nothing but a blow off top and lower highs and lower lows. So I think this is a bear flag, just like the one here. And I think we could extend to the downside. The other positions that we have are in UNG, which is the nat gas ETF. And I don't think you could ask for a better looking chart. This one has clearly turned up. I'm going to go back to the daily so that you can get a little better picture of it. As you can see, it has clearly made a bottom, made a higher low, and has started up. What's good about this one, though, is you can see the 5 and 20 crossed to the upside, and now all of the other, the 20, 50, and 100 day are all below the price and rolling to the upside. The only thing that is above this is up here at around 410, 411. And if we got anywhere near 411, our UNGs, which are already profitable, and up 4 cents today, would be substantially higher. We also have a position in Teva. Those options, I think, cost 50 cents. They closed 74, up 6 today. Tomorrow, 8:30, we have durable goods and durable goods ex transportation. At 9 o'clock, we have FHFA in housing index and Case Shiller housing prices. And at 10 o'clock, we have consumer confidence. So I'll be back first thing in the morning. Hope everyone had a good day.